you mentioned the Kundalini awakening. So the first question is, what is Kundalini and what was this awakening?
Okay. So Kundalini is this term that's kind of like um, mystical for everybody. And the idea is to demystify it. That's why I call myself a practical yogi. My design is pretty much done, okay? Just to let you know.
I'm not going to mess with it.
Yeah, yeah,
The yin and the yang.
Yeah, well, yin yang. There's no and.
Oh,
Right? If you
Okay.
if you have an and, there's a dichotomy. Maybe we take this out so the and disappears.
right.
See, now it's yin yang. So essentially, Kundalini is nothing but life force. I brought some Palo Santo for you. This is ethically sourced from Peru, and the family I get it from kind of waits for the wood to fall down. They don't really cut the trees because this wood is a bit precious now, and I think the trees are slowly getting endangered. Don't worry, it's not much smoke, so we're just lighting it up for you to hold, and this is a gift for you. Some more Palo Santo for you to light up whenever you want. It smells really nice and it cleanses the space. And so Kundalini essentially is your life force energy that flows through you. To explain it in modern science, our brain has three basic regions, right? So you know the reptilian brain, which is connecting your lower spine all the way till your pineal gland. Then there's your neocortex, or the new brain, neo, which is in the front of the cerebellum. And this is where the Matrix got the idea to name their main character Neo, because he's the new brain, the neocortex. And then you have the limbic region with your medulla oblongata and other parts of the brain. I mean, I'm not a scientist, I'm a bio geek, but so these three parts of the brain, if you take out the limbic and the neocortex, we're like any other reptile. We're like a dinosaur, right? And if you even observe lizards today, they have the similar structure, which is the spinal cord and the vertebrae going all the way up to your sex organs from your pineal gland. So when a human baby is born, there is some energy through which life force is imbued into the baby. Where does this life come from? So the yogis call this Kundalini, right? And they say it lies dormant in a certain region in your body called Mooladhara, or the root area, the dimension of the root, Moola, root, dimension of the root chakra, you can say. And there are practices to kind of get more sensitive to it. I stay away from the word awakening often because it's already awakened in you. If it was not awakened, you'd probably be lying down in a coma. So your chakras are not blocked, your Kundalini is not unawakened. Since you were born, it's awakened. Our job as humans is to gain sensitivity of it. And gaining sensitivity of it can give you multiple blissful experiences in different dimensions of your life: emotionally, physically, mentally, socially, sexually, financially, etc., etc., etc. And there's two ways you can do this. One is finding techniques which are there in Kriya Yoga, in Kundalini Yoga, in Tantra, in Hatha Yoga, etc., to raise the awareness from lower to higher. And the other way is through other techniques like Sufism, through bhakti, which is devotion, through faith, through religion, through worshipping, through many other things where you allow grace to descend. So either humanity rises to become divinity, or divinity descends to experience humanity. These are the only two facets of us as an organism. We're human beings here, forgetting that we're spiritual beings. We're also spiritual beings here, enjoying this human experience. This is the dichotomy of the yin-yang. This is the dichotomy and the paradox that exists in all human experience. So Kundalini is this life force energy that flows through you. Our job as humans is to become more sensitive to it. Sometimes we do it without even knowing what it is called or what it is. And maybe most humans have already experienced this, maybe when they saw a sunset, or when they found a bliss moment when they heard a song, or when they were making love, or when they were swimming in the ocean, or when they were in nature, or when they saw a beautiful painting. There are times when this, the sensitivity to this energy can, like when you thought of somebody and they called you, this is probably Kundalini at work, right? You dreamt of something, it came true. The patterns you're seeing, all this is Kundalini at work.
When I'm thinking of the same thing and someone else thinks of the exact same thing.
Could be coincidence, but if you both are connected, not just physically, but also energetically, it could be Kundalini at work. Because remember, the limbic brain works with limbic resonance. I'm going to do something now. Why did you repeat that action? It's entrenched into your limbic brain. you feel like doing that, right? So these are your mirror neurons working, and just like the mirror neurons, you have a bunch of other limbic neurons which imitate. So Kundalini transfers through these limbic system, limbic resonance.